Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. It's so good to be back with you live. These cards for today, you guys, we're going to knock your socks off with this. We are going to create, these are called Pinwheel Tower Cards. I hear from a lot of you, you want cards that stand, right? You want cards that can be displayed. Well, check this out. This is a really fun, kind of like a little, Christina would call it a fidget card, right, Christina? These are a lot of fun. I've got one that's a little more whimsical, but this thing can be used for so many things. We're going to create both of these today. And let me go ahead and have Christina and Brenda come on. And I've got Brenda. She's over there on YouTube. She'll be there to answer your questions. She'll be shouting out questions to me that you have. Christina will be doing the same thing, except over on Facebook. Welcome, friends. It's so good to be back.
Good morning.
It is.
Good to be back,
we kind of ended up taking 2 weeks off. July 4th, if you're not from the United States, that is a big holiday here. So July 4th, we took off for a live. And then last Thursday, I just kind of sent out a message. I hope all of you got it. Of why I wasn't live. We kind of had a family emergency come up on Tuesday. My mom was taken to the ER and then admitted to the hospital. She is doing fine, but it was a long week. She was in the hospital from Tuesday until Monday night, and they moved her to kind of a physical rehab facility to help her build up her strength, and she's been there. Hopefully she will be coming home on Saturday. So I just want to real quick, thank you guys so much for all the prayers and all the sweet comments. I read them all and you guys really touched my heart. Thank you. And just thank you for your patience and understanding why I just mentally could not do a live. You guys know, right, Brad? I mean, you just like, I can't get my head in the game. There was just too much going on up here with everything. So anyway, but I'm excited to be back. By the way, if you wondered like, well, what happened to those cards? I've moved that video, so that'll take place on August 8th. Don't worry, we're going to do those double flap cards, but I didn't want to mess up my whole schedule. You know how that goes. So that's going to be moved out a little bit. Anyway, Bren, you doing okay? You took a little trip too, didn't you?
I did. We ran over to the coast for a week, to the Oregon coast. Mark and I had on my Verbo app, it said some kind of flash sale, and it was our anniversary last week and we didn't have anything going on. And so we decided to run over there. So that was really nice. It was a nice break from the heat. So, and then I've been doing a fundraiser for a friend who qualified for a Habitat from Humanity House.
Oh,
so I've been working on that, and
very nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're like a third of the way there, so I'm excited for her to get her house.
That's fantastic. So, I'm telling you, that is a program I can definitely get behind. I think Habitat for Humanity is amazing. Very cool.
Yeah, it's been good.
So Christina, we could send all your good vibes her way. She has an audition tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
For what?
For a musical.
For the musical Something Rotten.
Okay.
But it's not rotten. It's really funny.
It's actually really good.
It's really good. So yeah, she and I think Jenny might be auditioning too. She still hasn't made up her mind. Why? Because the show will end. And then 2 weeks later, she'll be getting married. She's like,
ooh.
I don't know. But you know what? I was in Steel Magnolias. I'm going to let you guys guess who I was.
I know the answer, so it's cheating.
Oh.
Yeah, because Christina was Shelby. So just so you know, I wasn't Shelby.
I did the show.
That one. Okay.
No, you weren't in this one. Well, you weren't even.
No, I was an egg at that time.
Okay, so I've done Steel Magnolias a few times. All right.
Yeah.
But yes, so we had a month of rehearsal and then 3 weeks of performances. And the next week I got married. So I'm like, you know what? It can be done. And honestly, kind of takes your mind off of everything because, wedding, it's a little stressful. I told her, I said, I think you should go for it. It's a good distraction. And there's always the weekend she can get stuff done. So
and both of our boys are auditioning as well.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. That she'll also have Austin there as she's planning the wedding and getting a show together.
You know, it might be good for her though to fill her time because
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
that's actually good because you're kind of at loose ends.
That's
So
how
Well,
I
and especially, I don't know about you guys. I feel teachers just have way too much free time on their hands, and I
I
worry
think you're
about
right.
that.
I mean, goodness,
Yeah.
they
What
just
are
do
they
nothing
doing?
all
I
summer.
hope you guys caught the sarcasm there.
Extreme sarcasm.
Lots
That's why you're not a teacher anymore, right, Christina?
Not anymore.
Oh, goodness. All right, let's make some cards, guys.
Let's make some
Yes.
cards. So yeah, we do like to do a little chat and give everyone a chance to get on. But I'm just going to encourage Christina and Brenda, if you have questions, comments, go ahead and jump in because I'm going to be doing some coloring and stuff on today's cards. But we are going to jump in. I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back to this one. And we're going to create, because, you know, I got my daughter's wedding coming up. And so I thought a really fun wedding card would be a good one. So we're going to create this one here. All right. As always, you guys know there is a free download that goes along with today's video. So you'll have the measurements and the photos. By the way, you'll have a photo of each panel because there's 4 panels on it. We also have a diagram that goes with this one. It's a simple diagram. It's nothing fancy, but I'm going to show you how you can cut your designer series paper. So we'll have that for you. And then, of course, the supply list. If you're in the United States, I would heart to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And you can order any of the supplies I'm going to use by clicking this image. Or if you've downloaded it, you can just grab this link. And either way, friends, I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thank you so much for your support. Let's jump in. All right, my stamp set today is Adoring Hearts. I love this one because it kind of covers several things. To my Valentine, we're not there yet, right? It's early. But the You Are Loved, Celebrating You with All My Heart, I Adore You. There's lots that you can do with this one, right? So I'm going to be creating this wedding card. And we are going to start, I'm going to go ahead and start with the base of how to put the card together. All right, are you guys good with that? We're going to start with that. I am going to grab my Simply Scoreboard. You could do this with your paper trimmer as well, either way. This piece is this petal pink, and this is important. It's a 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. So find your 4 1/2. You want that up at the top, all right? So 4 1/4, 5 1/2. We're going to score this. This is so easy. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. Boom, done. That's pretty simple, right? Like I said, you can do that on your paper trimmer as well. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do something. This is optional. You guys know me. I like to, on this little 1/2 inch panel, if you want to just snip away just a little tiny bit. You know, sometimes when you put these things together, we're basically making a box here. Sometimes when you put these things together, a little bit of that edge will show. So optional, but I like to do it. Okay. You notice I just used my bone folder to crease all of those score lines together. There, you can see my box coming together. This is very, very simple. I'm just going to take my seal and run it all the way down. To make sure you get this together, I'm just going to fold this down, fold this right on top of it. And ooh, there we go. There is the inside of our pinwheel. All right, easy enough. Okay, I have got 4 pieces of petal pink. These are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And you're going to love this. I'm going to put some adhesive down. You're going to be putting adhesive on all 4 of these panels, so it doesn't matter where you start. You're going to line it up right on that score line and just off of it, okay? We want to make sure we're not touching the score line. So I hope, let me zoom in. I want you to be able to see. Can you see just right there? Yep. So we don't want to quite touch that. Okay, so there's our first panel. We're going to put that one down. Trust me, when you go to do this, you'll go, oh, yeah, I get it. So don't freak out. No, I might put it together wrong. You really won't. Because all 4 of these panels will have one of these 2 3/4 by 4. So what I'm doing, I'm laying it flat And just kind of make sure everything is straight. I'm going to flip that one down. Do it again. Make sure to put 2 strips of your adhesive. We want to make sure it's, you know, not going to fall off. We don't want to get stingy here. All right. And here is our last panel. And adhesive. And just, there you go. All right. There's no front side. Okay. They all just, you know, we'll get to that part later. All right. We have this done. I'm going to set that off to the side. And now let's go ahead and talk about our designer series paper and our diagram. So we're going to bring in our paper trimmer. And guys, it's so easy. This is 4 by 8.5. All right. And we are going to cut 4 pieces at 1.5 inches. So 1.5, 1.5. And by the way, the next card I'm going to show you, it doesn't use designer series paper. I kind of created my own. So make sure you stick around so you can see how we're going to do that card. That's going to leave us a 2.5 by 4. And we need that panel as well. So 4 by 8.5 designer series paper. All right, diagram is done. Let's go ahead. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and adhere these down. By the way, this paper, this is the Country Lace designer series paper. I think it's just beautiful. I love this denim side. I almost hate to cover it up. I'm sticking to everything today. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, goodness. Do you guys see this? This little stubborn, it will not get off my finger. There we go. All right. So yeah, I've got a wedding shower. Jenny's wedding shower is this weekend. So I think this card will probably be for her. And if she's watching, which she's probably not, Jenny, that's my daughter, by the way. Loser doesn't watch her mom's videos. But
to be fair, she just finished dropping off her wedding dress for alteration.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad she's getting that done. Yep.
Me too.
Yeah, she's getting a lot done. I'm working on wedding invitations, which I'm the one who's behind. Who am I to talk? We've got some really pretty invitations. I'll try to remember and bring those into a video on a live and show it to you sometime. They are going to be really, really pretty. Her colors, I'm actually using retired colors because they're her colors. That is the Mary Merlot, Blushing Bride, and Soft Succulent. So, all right, this is that larger piece of designer series paper. We just need to add that to a panel. I mean, come on, guys. That was super, super easy. Are you ready to stamp? We are ready to stamp. All right. I've got 3 pieces of basic white, 2.5 by 4. I'm only using 1 ink pad today, but I'm going to use 2 Stampin' Write markers. Use your blends or your Stampin' Write markers, either one. Crumb Cake ink pad. And let's go ahead. We're going to get all of our stamping and coloring done. So the first one, we're going to say, celebrating you. Stamp that up at the top. And then we're going to take this floral. We're going to put that right there. Now on the next one, we're going to say, oops, I'm going to put this down here at the bottom. You are most loved. And then we've got a fabulous heart.
Hey, Miss Connie.
Yes, ma'am.
People are saying that they would like to see the wedding invitations when they are completed.
Okay, because right now we're waiting on a photo so we can complete them. But yeah, as soon as they're done, I will make sure to bring those into a live. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I do have one more little piece. This is a 1/2 inch by 4 inches. And we're going to say, just for you. And if you'll stamp that right in the middle, we're going to be doing a little something with it. Okay, it's time to color. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my, Soft sea foam. Oh my gosh. My brain, I'm telling you, like I said, it has. Now you see why I could not do a live last week. We were kind of in like scared mode last week. I'm just going to very quickly here try to color these leaves in. And guys, if there's any questions or comments, go ahead and let me know. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to color as quickly as I can because, you know, I kind of need to use this card for Jenny and I want it to look nice. So I don't want to rush too much. We are going to do the leaves here and then also over on here. And oh, I wish I could turn my head to see what you guys are saying, but not easy to do when you're coloring. All right. Okay, leaves are done.
Connie.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, one of the viewers, her name is Ruth, and she is wondering about that Sending Smiles stamp set, the one that has the mailbox.
Yes.
And her question is that she is struggling with overlaying them, or do they overlay?
They don't, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything that overlays on that. Unless I'm wrong.
Maybe
I mean, I used it not too long ago.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Ruth, I'll go check, but I really, like I said, I just used that one. By the way, if you guys are curious, that one is like on the last page of the new catalog. Yeah, that one's kind of it's kind of hidden. Okay, so Petal Pink, by the way, I don't know if I told you, this is Petal Pink. And let me see if I can just color this in really, really quickly. So yeah, the wedding shower, the groom's family is actually hosting it. And we were talking right before the live, it's got a Disney theme. So I'm supposed to dress up as my favorite Disney character. Well, my favorite Disney character is Marie from the Aristocats. I'm not sure how I'm going to dress up like a cat, but I might just go with, we definitely have our fair share of a few mouse ears around here. So, okay, guys, I've got all that done. You're going to love this because we're ready to put this card together. We're going to start with this panel. And guess what? I adhered this down and I shouldn't have. Well, shocker. So I'm going to see if I can lift this here. I will give you a tip. You know, the best way to lift this is if you'll take your heat tool, which is on the other side of the room, so I can't do that. That's a great way to warm up that glue and it'll pop right off. So there's a little bonus tip for you. I'm just going to lift it up just a little bit. It's because I needed to trim this. Like I said, I'm just a little on the brain dead side today. All right, just for you. I'm going to center that up just across here. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I knew something. I knew when I did that. I was like, I don't think that's how I was supposed to do that. But you know, I was already running with it. So, all right. But look, everything can be saved. Ta-da! Okay, we got that done. So I'm actually going to flip it back because this is my first one. So this is what I want to kind of be what I'm going to call the front of the card, the Celebrating You. We'll put this here. Then it's my Just For You. My next panel, I got to look and see. Yep, my next panel is the You Are Loved. And we'll put this one right here. Aren't those colors so pretty? I think it's going to be really nice for a wedding card. I guess, you know what? I guess I could redo this card and do it in her colors. Maybe I will. Maybe. And that way I'll have a wedding card for someone else in the future. All right, this is where you're going to write your message. So real quick, I am going to add a little linen bow to this one. And my tip for doing that is to take a mini glue dot. You're going to roll it into a tiny little ball. And I'm going to put it here just at the base of my flowers. Press the center of your bow right on there. And friends, isn't that the coolest wedding card? That bride is going to love it. It's so unique. And we always talk about this, but brides hold on to these cards forever, right? So it's really great to be able to have a really unique card to give a bride. Okay. I need to tell you this too. Stampin' Up! Medium-sized envelope. Yes, it fits and it mails. We love that. Okay, we're going to move on. Let's see. I just went black. Why? What happened? Why?
It's
Connie,
been
we're not
kind of
sure.
flashing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no.
It's flashing black. Hang on a sec. Now you're just a black screen completely.
I know.
Now you're on.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
We don't either. It
Nobody
keeps
breathe.
It goes black and then it's back on. It goes black and it's back on. I'm not sure what's happening here.
I'm not sure either.
Did you bump
I really
something?
want to show you this card. Okay. Come on. Come on, cord. We can't figure out what cord it is. I think we're okay. Okay, are you ready? We're gonna go real fast because I don't know what could happen.
Slowly.
Okay, or go very slowly. Okay. So
very slow and very fast.
Okay, yes, we're gonna do that. Oh
gosh.
Come on. Guys, I'm gonna use Sweet Pea. There it goes again. It's just going in and out.
Oh,
I like one. Cindy says, just keep talking.
Okay. Oh, and now I just dropped my microphone too.
Oh no.
And that, my friends, is the beauty of live. Okay. Oh, come on. Yep, that's live. That's what happens. Okay. I'm going to try one more thing. Sometimes if I put this cord right here, it does better. All right, so far so good. There we go. Okay, friends, Sweet Peas as our stamp set. I think this is just the most adorable stamp set in the catalog right now. I love it. I'm going to show you how to create this card. I have already done the pinwheel part because you've seen that. I want you to notice 3 panels have, by the way, this is in garden green. The panels are in granny apple green. So those are the 2.5. No, forgive me. Yes, 2.5 by 4. You have 3 of those. Okay, one of them, nothing. And I'm going to show you why here in a sec. Okay. So we're going to do some quick stamping. 3 ink pads, granny apple green, garden green, and real red. If you guys will just let me know if I glitch again, hopefully we're okay. We're going to go garden green. Like I said, I think putting that cord up just somehow like makes it sit just right. So I'm going to randomly stamp. I told you that in this card, we were going to create our own designer series paper. That's really what we're going to do. Now, I'm not going to do all of this, but we're going to stamp in the garden green. Then I'm going to come in with granny apple green. And I'm going to take this smaller leaf and I'm just going to fill in. Okay. And you're going to do this all over your card and it's going to look like that. Oh, that Connie, she's so clever. Okay. We're going to take this one and remember that diagram. Well, because we made our own designer series paper, we are going to cut this one into panels that are, and this again was that 4 by 8.5. 4 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 4 inches, and that's going to leave us a 2.5 by 4. All right. Okay. Let me bring in my card. No, let's do a little more stamping. I take that back. Let's go ahead and get this stamping out of the way. All right. Lots of pieces. These are same as before. Oh, actually, they're not. They're a little bit smaller. These are 2.25 by 3 3/4. So for this one, I'm going to bring in the garden green, the granny apple. No, I don't think I need the granny apple, but I'm going to bring in my real red. All right. So we are going to, this will be on panel number 1. We're going to stamp those adorable peas right there. let's see, I want to make sure I'm looking at my card right. This one is, where's my little, it's my little baby P. He's going to go right here. We've got some confetti that we're going to kind of randomly stamp here. All right. And a few around this one. I've got a long stamp that says, "You make me happy." All right, that will go
Connie.
here. Yes.
Michelle likes how your ring matches the paper and inks today.
It does. Oh my gosh. You know, this ring, you can change out the little centers, and I never do. I think I've been wearing that same one for about like 9 months now. Okay, I'll tell you what, just because we are a little short on time, this one, I'm just going to kind of show you what it's going to look like. So I just stamped the P and then stamped around it. This is really, really quick coloring, guys. I'm going to take my dark granny apple green and we'll color the pea pod. Let's get our pod. Okay. And then I'm going to take the light. I got to tell you, this one colors very, very quickly too. Skip the mouth, okay? We don't want them to have green teeth. I'll come in. This one's really easy. There's nothing really to avoid, so it's a really quick one to color. You can come in with a light real red, and we're going to give this party hat a little stripe, and I'm going to get the little puff on top. All right. Now, I've got that done. I've got a couple more little things here. I got a piece of granny apple green. This is a 2.5 by 1 1/4. And I'm going to create a little flag. So I'm just going to cut right in the middle and then cut along the sides to create a simple flag. All right. And on this one, we're going to say, and I'm going to do it at an angle here, happy birthday. All right. Now we're going to get creative. This one says, welcome, Sweet Pea, but that doesn't work for a birthday card, right? But Sweet Pea does. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink up just the word Sweet Pea. If I hit a little bit of the welcome, I'm okay with it, all right? Because we're going to cut this out. So I'm going to stamp Sweet Pea right there. Hey, look, see, I only hit a little bit. It's all good. So what we're going to do here is just a quick little fussy cut. And I'm really just kind of waving my scissors, okay, just to kind of make it look like I did like really serious fussy cutting, but I'm not. And then my other tip with fussy cutting is move your paper and not your scissors. So, well, and you don't drop it. This is a tip that has been so awesome, to just move your paper. And you know what? Through the magic of television, I have done that. So we are going to put a little adhesive. Get that moving. A little adhesive here, so it'll say, happy birthday, Sweet Pea. Okay, ready to put this one together now. This time I'm going to do this correctly. I'm going to take the one that's the 2 1/4. I'll put my adhesive here. We're going to put that at an angle. We'll trim it down. This is panel number 2, by the way. And I guess we're not glitching anymore. Okay, I think we know. We've got to put that one cord. It just has to sit. It just has issues. All right. We're going to put this right here. And I've got all my little pieces here. See, I kind of stamped on both sides for you, didn't I? Okay, let's do these really, really quick because I want you to see the finished card. Okay, so we'll put this here. I love kind of creating my own designer series paper with this. Let's go ahead and get all these added, and then we'll put our last pieces together. And like I said, the one panel with the bigger stamp piece, that's panel number 2. So that makes this panel number 1. I'm going to take the peas in the pod. This one, you notice this one also has the layers. My first one, I did not have layers underneath it. So this one has a garden green, a granny apple, and a basic white. I'm going to add that there. There's panel 2. Panel 3 is the one where we just stamped a pea and randomly added some of those leaves. And panel 4, where we write our message. We're not going to let a technical glitch mess up our day. No way, camera, not today. All right, there we go. So, as Christina puts it, a fidget card. I call it a Pinwheel Tower Card. Christina calls it a fidget card because you can just keep playing with it. We'll bring this one in one more time, the Celebrating You. This is what I meant. See, no panels underneath this one. The petal pink is the panel. We'll write our message there. That is our video for today. Hey, real quick, I'm going to show you what we're going to create next week. And these are some fun explosion cards. And guys, it's not supposed to be adhered together. But I had to do it to video and now I can't get it apart. Okay, that's great. See, sometimes when you photograph, you gotta tweak. And I didn't get that little. Okay, you know what? Here's what it's gonna do. Stay strong, my friend. You'll get through this. And then it explodes, hoping each passing day lets in a little more sunshine. There will not be a Stampin' Dimensional there. This one, I'm going to have to use my heat tool to get that one off, but it's a great card too. That's live, everybody. Woohoo! Thank you all so much for being here and sticking with me through those little technical glitches. It happens. I will be back next Tuesday as well with another Tuesday tip video. And then, of course, I'll be back live. That'll be the 25th. And real quick, I just want to make sure everyone knows that time is running out to sign up for the Creativate Retreat. That will take place on July 26th and 27th. Guys, if you've not gone to this event, you're going to love it. It is a week-long stamping event with YouTube lives. Every hour, there's a new video that comes up, a new live video. You'll have the written tutorials. You'll have all the measurements, everything you can create. It's a weekend set aside just for you. So I hope that you'll join me along with Jackie Bolheis, Brandy Cox, and Sharon Armstrong. We'll all be here. Head over to simplysimplestamping.com. Look for Creativate News, and you can read all about it. I'd love to have you. All right. Thank you, Brenda and Christina, for helping me out today. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Mwah. Love you. See you next time.